Clint Eastwood. A name that echoes through Hollywood, known for his iconic roles, his directing genius, and his unshakable presence in the film industry. From his breakout role as the tough, no-nonsense cop in Dirty Harry to his legendary performance in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Clint Eastwood has shaped what it means to be a true movie star. But Eastwood's legacy is more than just the characters he's portrayed. Over the decades, he's evolved from being a rising star to one of the most respected directors in Hollywood. His films, like Unforgiven and $1 Million Baby, have earned critical acclaim and multiple Academy Awards. Not only does Eastwood stand out because of his tough persona, but also because of the deep, emotional stories he brings to the screen. What's even more impressive is how Clint Eastwood continues to stay relevant in an industry where age is often seen as a limiting factor. Even as time passes, he remains one of the most respected figures in Hollywood, continuing to take on challenging roles and directing films that leave a lasting impact. In a certain legal setting, a judge sits across from Clint Eastwood. Perhaps it's a routine hearing, or maybe something more informal, but this is where things take an unexpected turn. The judge looks at Clint Eastwood and, without missing a beat, casually remarks, "You're too old for this." The words hang in the air for a moment, and the room seems to pause. The judge is referring to something specific, perhaps a role in a movie or a project Eastwood has been working on. But the comment is clear. Age is seen as a barrier. At first, it feels almost like a passing remark, an assumption about Eastwood's ability based on his years. Hollywood has long been obsessed with youth, especially for leading roles. As stars get older, many are pushed aside, their talent and experience overshadowed by the industry's obsession with the next big thing. Age often becomes synonymous with obsolescence, even for someone as legendary as Clint Eastwood. The judge, sitting there with the weight of his words, probably doesn't realize the significance of what he's just said. To him, it's just another comment, a harmless observation. But to anyone who knows Clint Eastwood, it might feel like an unfair judgment. Eastwood has proven time and time again that his age doesn't limit his capabilities. Yet, this moment captures the sad reality many older actors face in an industry that doesn't always recognize their worth. The room is quiet for a moment, the judge unaware of what's coming next. He continues, likely thinking nothing of it, but little does he know, his words are about to be challenged in a way he never expected. The moment is almost surreal. Clint Eastwood, sitting there quietly, doesn't flinch or react immediately. He simply looks at the judge for a beat. It's as if he's letting the words sink in, allowing the weight of the judge's assumption to settle in the room. The judge might be expecting a response, perhaps an apology or an explanation, but instead, Clint Eastwood takes a deep breath, calmly sliding a folder across the table. The judge, still thinking little of it, starts flipping through the papers, unaware of what he's about to discover. As his eyes scan the documents, his expression changes, his brows furrow. He stops, his hand freezes mid-turn, and for a split second, everything else seems to blur. What the judge is now reading is Clint Eastwood's career. The real story. The one that can't be measured by age alone. The long list of accomplishments, awards, and recognition that Eastwood has earned over the years. He's not just another aging actor trying to stay relevant. He's a legend. His career spans decades, and his influence on film and culture is undeniable. The judge's eyes widen as he continues reading, seeing the vast accomplishments of a man who, despite being considered too old, has continued to make films, direct, and produce with unmatched excellence. It's a moment of realization. This isn't just any actor sitting in front of him, this is Clint Eastwood, whose name is etched into Hollywood history. The judge looks up, his face flushing slightly as the truth hits him. This man before him is more than the image of an aging actor that his words initially implied. Clint Eastwood has crafted a legacy, one that cannot be reduced to his age or appearance. The years behind him are not a burden, but a testament to his dedication, talent, and resilience. The judge's face betrays a mix of awe and embarrassment, realizing that his earlier comment was not only misplaced, but far from understanding the true value Clint Eastwood brings to the table. It's a powerful moment, one where the illusion of age as a limitation is shattered in the face of undeniable experience and achievement. Clint Eastwood's legacy goes far beyond any one film or role. His impact on Hollywood is immense, and his body of work speaks volumes. From the very start of his career, he was determined to carve out a unique place for himself. Starting with television roles, Eastwood quickly became known for his roles in westerns and action films, but it wasn't long before he moved into directing, where his true genius would begin to shine. One of his most iconic films, Unforgiven, stands as a defining moment in his career. Not only did it showcase his talents as an actor, but it also earned him multiple Academy Awards, including Best Director. Unforgiven is just one example of how Eastwood's work goes beyond mere entertainment. It explores themes of redemption, violence, and morality in a way few films ever have. But Clint Eastwood didn't stop there. He continued to challenge himself with each new project. With $1 Million Baby, he once again demonstrated his ability to create deep, emotional stories that resonate with audiences. The film won him 2 more Oscars, cementing his place as one of the greatest directors of his time. Eastwood's versatility is perhaps his greatest strength. He's been able to transition from the tough, silent cowboy of his early years to a director with a wide range of styles and subjects. Whether it's the gritty realism of Gran Torino, the historical drama of Flags of Our Fathers, or the personal journey explored in The Bridges of Madison County, Eastwood has shown that he's more than just an action star. He's a master storyteller. But Eastwood's legacy isn't just about the films he's made or the accolades he's earned. It's about his dedication to his craft, his ability to adapt with the times, and his refusal to be limited by age. Despite what the judge may have assumed, Clint Eastwood proves time and time again that his age is not a barrier. If anything, it's a testament to the enduring power of experience and the knowledge that comes with a lifetime of dedication to one's passion. The judge is quiet now, his face a mix of surprise and realization. As he looks at Clint Eastwood, it's clear that the weight of his earlier comment has hit him hard. He's no longer speaking in the casual, dismissive way he did before. Instead, there's a moment of humility, a recognition that his words were misplaced. The judge seems to struggle for a moment, unsure of how to recover. Maybe he thought he was just making a harmless observation about Eastwood's age, but now, seeing the incredible list of achievements in front of him, he understands how wrong he was. Eastwood's career isn't defined by the years he's lived, it's defined by the depth of his work and his continued relevance. Finally, the judge looks up at Clint Eastwood, his face softening. There's an almost sheepish tone in his voice as he offers a simple apology. I didn't realize, he says, clearly humbled by what he's just learned. The words feel inadequate, but they're all he can offer in the face of Clint Eastwood's undeniable accomplishments. Clint Eastwood, of course, doesn't respond with anger or frustration. Instead, he nods, his face giving away nothing but a slight, knowing smile. Perhaps he's used to moments like this, moments when people underestimate him based on his age. But Eastwood isn't bothered by it. He's seen the kind of respect his career commands. And in this moment, the judge's realization is enough. It's a quiet, powerful exchange, one that speaks volumes without saying much at all. The judge, now fully aware of the man in front of him, knows he has just encountered someone whose legacy far outweighs any assumptions about age. In that quiet moment, something important is revealed. The exchange between the judge and Clint Eastwood isn't just about a simple misunderstanding, it's about the deeper message that experience and age bring. The judge, like many others, might have fallen into the trap of believing that getting older means slowing down, losing relevance, or being incapable of taking on new challenges. But Clint Eastwood shatters that stereotype every time he steps onto a set or directs a film. Age doesn't define his abilities. It's the decades of experience, the countless hours spent perfecting his craft, and the lessons learned along the way that make him who he is today. Experience isn't something that diminishes with time, it only grows stronger. Eastwood's career is proof that the more time you invest in your craft, the more valuable you become. Hollywood, like many industries, tends to celebrate youth. There's a constant push for the next young star, the fresh face. But time and time again, Clint Eastwood proves that there's more power in experience than in age. He's made some of the most impactful films of his career later in life, challenging the idea that there's a prime age for creativity. And Eastwood is not the only one. Many people, from all walks of life, have defied the age-based expectations placed on them. Directors, writers, musicians, and athletes, people who have continued to excel well beyond the typical retirement age. These individuals are living reminders that what matters is the passion, drive, and wisdom you bring to your work, not the number of years you've lived. For Clint Eastwood, age isn't something that holds him back. It's something that gives his work even more depth. His films, especially those he's made in recent years, show a man who has lived a full life and has the perspective to create art that speaks to a wide range of people from all walks of life. His ability to craft stories with emotional resonance, to show the complexities of human nature, speaks volumes about the power of experience. This moment, with the judge, highlights just how much Clint Eastwood's age is a testament to his resilience. It's not a hindrance. It's a reminder that dedication and experience only become more valuable as time goes on. As Clint Eastwood continues to defy expectations, his legacy remains a shining example of what can be accomplished with passion, persistence, and years of experience. The judge's comment, though perhaps made without malice, serves as a reminder of how often society underestimates the value of age. But in Eastwood's case, age is not a limitation, it's a mark of strength and wisdom that only adds to his incredible body of work. Throughout his career, Clint Eastwood has shown that the passage of time doesn't diminish the power of a story or the strength of a performance. His ongoing success in the film industry proves that, when you're truly dedicated to your craft, age is just a number. The real measure of a person's ability lies in their commitment, their experience, and the impact they leave behind. For Clint Eastwood, this is just another moment to add to his storied career. The judge's realization is a subtle but powerful reminder that we should never judge someone by their age. Instead, we should look at what they've accomplished, how they've shaped their field, and what they still have to offer. Eastwood is living proof that age can only enrich a person's legacy, and it certainly hasn't stopped him from continuing to make history.